What's up, guys? Brand new podcast. On this episode, I hung out with Harrison Weinreb, an up-and-coming local Montreal comedian. Guy is absolutely hilarious. You got to check him out. You can see him at the Comedy Nest. He's there all the time in other comedy shows around Montreal. So check him out. And without further ado, Harrison Weinreb. Well, Harrison, welcome to Kegs and Eggs.
Thanks for having me, Vinny.
So recently, I saw your set at McLean's.
Okay, Saturday.
It was it was a Saturday show. Hilarious, man.
Thanks, man.
You killed it.
Thanks, dude.
I've been into comedy for a little while. Pretty much since I was a kid. How about yourself? You started. You've been doing comedy for what, 2 years now?
Yeah, about 2 years.
Cool.
Yeah, I kind of. I've been into it for quite a while too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to do it, you know.
Yeah. Well, what made you start? You just a goal you had, or?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Just wanted to do it.
It's tough, man. It's great.
Yeah.
It's. I've thought about doing it in the past, but it just scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Stage fright kind of thing. And
yeah, me too. The first time I went up, I was with my sister, and I told her the act before.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going. I'm not gonna do it.
Almost chickened out.
Yeah.
And here you are 2 years later.
Yeah.
Still killing it. I see you a lot on in the comedy Nest posts and stuff like that. You're always playing there a lot, right? Pretty common.
Yeah, every few weeks I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either at because Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's open mic.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But I've done a few weekend spots there.
Nice.
Maybe 2 or 3, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, nice. So you've been doing it for about 2 years. Does that mean you still have a day job?
I'm just a student.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of do a few classes.
Yeah. Nice open schedule. That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
So here at so with this podcast, it's I do most of it, but there's 2 other guys that are involved.
Okay.
And we like to play this game called Shut It Down.
Okay.
Where basically I'm going to present you with 2 options, and then you have to shut one down. So it's kind of like Would You Rather, but instead of saying the thing that you want, you say the thing that you don't want.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bert Kreischer or Tom Segura? Shut it down. You know those comedians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd shut down Bert Kreischer.
Shut down Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You? What would you do?
I think I'd shut down Tom. I like Bert's podcast a lot.
Okay.
I'm super into. I follow a lot of what he's doing, but
I saw Bert Kreischer a few years ago just for laughs, in a podcast.
Oh yeah,
a live podcast with Ari Shaffir.
Yeah.
And there's maybe 4 people in the audience.
That's awesome.
Right? And so first thing he said when he came out, he was like, "This festival sucks."
This festival sucks. I went to Ari's show this
which was actually pretty funny. So I might shut down Tom Segura.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned Ari. I went to his storyteller show this past summer at the festival.
Didn't see it. No.
It was man, it's for me, because I guess there's kind of different genres of comedy, right? So
yeah,
my favorite is storytelling.
Stories. Yeah.
So I had seen some of his clips from his show on YouTube before, from the old storytelling show.
Okay.
So I heard that he was going to do this one here, and I went, and it was, oh man, he killed it. Everybody there killed it.
Yeah.
It was Big J Okerson was there.
Yeah.
A few other guys, I'm blanking on their names right now, but It was a killer show, man.
Nice.
And it sucks too because like I'm really bad at telling stories.
Me too.
You can like ask my wife too, so it's just like growing up at maybe you're 5'4" and your favorite sport's basketball, right? You just suck at it. So that's kind of my life.
Yeah, no, me too. Like stories, I can't tell stories.
I just tell too many details, and it gets out of hand fast.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, Kegs and Eggs is kind of a lot of like a food and drink based.
Are you like a cook, chef?
I'm not. One of the other guys in the group is.
Okay. Nice.
So our dynamic is he's the cook, and he's also done stuff like bartender school and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then the other guy, Colt, is so Nils is the chef. He's from the Boston area.
Okay.
And then Colt is from Toronto area. He's he has a little bit of a background in like the food industry.
Yeah.
And me, I'm just my thing is my passion for podcasting. Like.
Okay.
And it's taken a while for me to actually start one because I never knew like what I wanted to do with it or like what my kind of my shtick was going to be with it.
Yeah.
But then the three of us got together and. Yeah, it's been working out pretty fun so far. Yeah, but it's just staying consistent is the
exactly.
At least until I make money.
Actually doing it, like just by actually doing it, like you're already ahead of like.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
You just got to get started and make good content. That's it.
Yeah, even just getting started.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I feel like in stuff like this, like just doing it is like the biggest. Thing
you
could do.
Yeah. You got it right. You hit it right in the head. So because it's a food and drink based a lot, ham or prosciutto, shut it down.
Ham.
Shut down ham. Nice.
Would you shut down ham?
Yeah.
Prosciutto.
Well, I mean, you can't beat prosciutto, right?
Yeah. Prosciutto's fantastic.
Pizza or calzone. That's another one that we do a lot.
I would shut down calzone.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because it's like unnecessary dough. I find.
How do you beat a pizza, right? And so I grew up in New York. I moved here from New York a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit of a pizza snob. So I'm always looking around for like a really good pizza in the Montreal area.
There used to be this place. It's like open it's like they pick one random day a week to open.
Yeah.
and I feel like they're open like from 12 a.m. to like 6 a.m.
Okay.
One day a week, and they alternate which day it is. But it's on like every time I go there, it's closed. But like occasionally it'll be open.
Yeah.
And they have really good. It's on Crescent. It's
okay.
It's just called Crescent Pizza.
Okay.
It's like down near René Lévesque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta check that place out then.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It seemed like it was closed down for the entire summer.
Okay.
But then I saw it open one night. It's just, I don't know, like, how to go there when it's open. You know? It's just like luck. It's like luck. Yeah.
You just gotta chance it and swing by, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Man, that's weird.
Have you found any good pizza here?
I've been looking all over the place, and my contention is that it seems like every place in Quebec puts the cheese on top of the meat.
Okay.
Which I find to be the wrong thing. I think the cheese is like a glue. It's like an adhesive for the meat to the dough. So usually when I get a pizza here, it like separates into two things, and then the whole topping comes off, and then I'm left with like saucy dough.
Yeah,
right?
That's so true.
The flavors aren't necessarily bad. It's just like the construction is weird and it's sloppy to eat. Yeah. It's annoying.
What places have you found like that are good?
I haven't tried it personally, but I've been told the place on the corner of Courcelles and Notre Dame in St. Henry is really good. I had a friend tell me that to try that place. I haven't tried it yet though.
Nice.
I find that like I'll oftentimes order from Domino's just because I already know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not like
Domino's can be pretty good.
I don't want to be blindsided, right? So I'll just get get like the
Exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah, they have a lot of like. Somebody told me like their Philly cheesesteak pizza is really good.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah, sounds good. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty. But solid choice.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, I usually just get like the frozen pizzas, like Dr. Edgar.
Yeah.
Stromboli.
Those are good.
Yeah, they're fine.
Delicio.
Yeah, and you can get them for like $3 sometimes.
Oh yeah,
on sale.
Crazy cheap.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like if you want pizza,
Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite food in Montreal?
Favorite,
or
food in
actually,
Montreal?
not even just Montreal, but like, what's your personal? What's Harrison's favorite favorite food?
I really like. I really like just like a toast with prosciutto,
Nice.
or like
It's simple. I like it.
yeah, or like prosciutto with anything. But I find like like those like a bocconcini, like ball
Yeah.
with some prosciutto.
Nice.
It's like really good.
So you're an Italian food guy. Is that what I'm getting?
I like sushi and stuff.
Okay.
Also, like good sushi would probably be up there.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, poutine is good. Like, so
I'm wearing the shirt for it.
Yeah. do you love poutine?
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really good. Because I mean, growing up in New York, we'd never had it. So
Yeah.
I would always, ever since I was like 18, I would come up for like snowboarding trips and stuff.
Okay.
17, 18, and that was how I would just gorge myself on poutine the whole time
Yeah.
I was here. So I would just go crazy
Yeah.
because it's, this is the only place you can get it. Now there's certain places in the States that you can get it, but it's not
Yeah.
the same. And it's
Okay.
like small portions.
What's a good place for poutine?
Actually, the place on the corner right here.
Oh, yeah?
Frank's.
Oh yeah.
I think personally, it might be one of the best. Like
shit.
sauce wise, like
Okay.
I like a soggy poutine. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people like more like a dry, crunchier fry,
No,
but I like it nice.
I
and,
like sauce. Yeah.
yeah, nice and sloppy, and
Yeah.
they're really good on the corner
Okay.
there. Surprisingly, their pizza is not great.
Okay.
I got the pizza one time, and I think it's technically like a restaurant pizzeria kind of place, but
Okay.
it's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't bother. But poutine,
Yeah.
make a
Nice.
make a quick stop.
Yeah. I'll try it, dude.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
So where are you coming from? Like where do you live in the area or?
I live like kind of near the plateau.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a good spot. That's a lot of fun stuff over the plateau for food and
Yeah.
everything. Willinski's is in the plateau.
Walensky's, I've never been there. Have you been there?
Oh, that's my favorite place.
Is it really?
Yeah, I don't get over to the plateau often enough to get it, but every time I'm there, I pretty much make a quick stop for a sandwich. You know?
Okay. I saw it on like Anthony Bourdain
Yeah.
show. And yeah.
They're amazing.
I checked the hours one time. It's like open like 2 hours a day or something. right?
It's pretty short, and it's
Yeah.
like days that you would think it would be a really good day to be open for lunch. They're
Yeah.
not open,
Okay. Yeah.
so it's hit or miss, I guess. But you just have to. I mean, I think their hours are online,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think I checked them once. Yeah.
but it's just got that like old school deli
Okay.
feel. You can get like the nice sour pickles there.
Yeah.
I love the
There's
sour
like
pickles.
what are there's like you can get it like with cheese or without or something.
Yeah, you can get with cheese or without.
What do you get?
You can't get it without mustard though, which is
Okay.
like that's a key thing. You need mustard on it.
Yeah. Do you go with cheese?
I usually go with because so they do a Swiss or like a Kraft cheese, and I usually go with the Kraft
Yeah.
just for the
Sure.
classic taste. I'm
Yeah.
not a big Swiss guy anyway, but
No, me neither.
yeah, but
Kraft is like one piece of Kraft is like the difference in so many sandwiches.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's not even real cheese, but it's awesome.
Yeah. It's just like this. It's just like a salty.
Yeah. I think on the
Soft.
package it says cheese product,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is telling.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a good spot though. They do like the old school like 50s like hand mixed sodas.
Okay.
So they
Oh,
like
yeah,
all
I think
mix all the
I've seen
syrups
that.
in.
Yeah.
They do egg cream sodas too, which
Okay.
are awesome. It's a really cool place. It's very like that old school deli. Like I think it's family owned since the early 1900s, and or at least whenever it opened.
Yeah.
I should probably check my facts before I start talking about them, right?
Yeah.
But
It doesn't matter. I don't think Walensky's.
It's okay. Nobody listens to this anyway. I actually found them because my buddy from Boston, he already knew about them, and he showed me this video where I think it was like, if I'm not mistaken, it was the guys from Joe Beef.
Yeah.
And Aziz Ansari.
Okay.
And this other chef from has a bunch of restaurants in New York. His name is David Chang. I'm pretty sure it was all them together. They went to the Walensky's together.
Yeah.
And that was like, okay. So then me and my buddy came up just for a long weekend.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, we got to try this place. We got to go.
When did you move to Montreal?
I moved here in November last year.
Okay.
Yeah, November 16th last year.
And you were in New York. You lived in New York your entire life up until then?
Yeah. Yeah. I just moved here for my wife, who's in the other room with the cat.
Okay.
She brought me here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's born and raised here. She grew up in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu.
Okay.
But it's very French over there. I don't speak French, so.
Yeah. I don't really speak French that much either.
No.
Even though, like, I was born here and...
Yeah, so you grew up in Montreal, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really need French in the city, right?
No,
It's so international.
Yeah. One time, like somebody came up to me on the street and was like, "Do you speak English?" Right? And then I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, they said like "finally" or something. And I was just like, everybody speaks English. You know?
You're in the city. What do you?
Yeah. Honestly, it's not like we're in like, I don't know.
It's not like we're in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu.
Yeah. Exactly.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like a major city, you know.
Yeah. It's hard not to be a big melting pot like that, because especially once you start getting like more English people here, people like me come here because this is the only place that I can really like function on my own in this province. Almost.
Okay. Yeah.
You know. So I like Montreal though. Montreal's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a really nice city. The food here is excellent.
Yeah.
I find that it's really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like pretty much everywhere I go is
what are some good things?
Find something decent.
What are some good things that like here? Because like, yeah, I don't know. I find it's like, it's good.
Yeah.
But like, I went to New York and I thought
New
it
York's
was really,
crazy.
really good.
Yeah.
Like amazing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I worked in Manhattan for like 3-4 years, and it's just like it's really hard not to just eat all day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, when I first moved here, I lost 10 pounds.
Nice.
Just found myself eating a lot less. Just a lot less like bread and pizza and pasta and stuff like that.
Yeah.
New York is big on the Italian food, right? So,
yeah.
Yeah. But there's a lot of freaking delicious cheeses and...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely.
Can't beat that.
What's the best pizza in New York?
Oh, the best pizza in New York. Actually, like, maybe not so much the best, but, well, one of the best is on Bleecker Street. I don't remember the name of the place, but it might just be like Bleecker Street Pizza or something like that. That's like a 9, like maybe like a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
But I really like, there's places like on every street in Manhattan that are 99-cent pizza.
Oh, yeah.
So you just go for a 99-cent slice. And some of them really suck, but there's a couple
some of them
like...
are okay.
Yeah.
I've seen videos.
Yeah, it's I'm thinking of one specifically that I used to go to for lunch all the time on Lexington, like right by Grand Central. It's like it's Midtown. It's easy to find. Yeah, it's like, how can you beat $1 for a pizza a slice of pizza? That's like at least decent, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It's like the cheapest possible lunch you can have.
Exactly.
They'll do like a special, like 2 slices and a drink for $2.50. That's nothing.
Yeah. Like, I find the more expensive the city, a lot of times, like, the cheaper some of the food options.
That's true, right?
Like, I was in Toronto, and it's more expensive there, but, like here I find, like, it's, like, $10 for a meal.
Yeah.
Like plus tax and stuff. But, like, there I could, like, consistently get stuff for, like, $6 or $7, you know?
Yeah.
Like, $5, whatever, plus, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
And
I never really thought about that before. The bigger the city, the cheaper the food.
Yeah, or at least like the cheaper some of the options are. Like,
right.
Maybe not in like altogether cheaper. Like for sure, there's like restaurants that are like super expensive.
Maybe some competition is good for It's good for prices, right?
Yeah.
Good for the consumers.
Yeah.
Toronto's a fun city. I went there. I went there for the first time this year because that's where my friend Colt is from.
Okay.
And it was cool because that was like a little taste of home almost. It feels a lot more like New York than Montreal does.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it was also So it was just kind of nice, like see a new city, and there's a lot to do there. You know?
Yeah.
It's a big city.
Do you know the YouTuber Strictly Dumpling?
I don't think I do. No.
Okay, because he's like New York based, and he does like he just does like videos about like best this in New York, best best pizza in New York, best like hot pot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool
and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I just
check him
binge
out.
watch.
Yeah,
I just binge watch his things. You know?
Yeah, it's I've been really into cooking shows lately.
Yeah.
Like a lot of different ones. Like there's one new one on Netflix that's I think it's called The Final Plate or something. It's more of a competition type.
Okay, I don't think I've actually seen that, but I've heard it. I've heard about it. Yeah.
If you like any sort of like fine dining type stuff, that's like Michelin star chef style. Like that's a really it's kind of an entertaining, interesting show. They kind of go around the world with so like each episode is like based on a different country, so they have to make a dish from that country kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's kind of interesting, but
yeah.
And there's another one it's not strictly a cooking show, but it's called Meat Eater.
Okay.
It's this hunter conservationist Steven Rinella. It's his show, but his show is unique in that it's not just about hunting. Like a lot of hunting shows just like show them killing animals and stuff like that, right? But his is about the before and after more.
Okay.
So it shows the entire experience of the hunt and what it is to be a hunter, and actually cooking and like preparing and eating the food that he catches at the end of the show. And it's like so interesting, and it's a really nice take on it compared to, you know, like trophy hunters you see on TV that just exploiting animals and
yeah.
You know, he's a really cool dude. He's been on Joe Rogan's podcast a few times.
Okay, nice.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. I mostly just, when it comes to cooking, I mostly just watch like the Food Network kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Chopped.
Oh yeah, Chopped is cool.
And I like Martha's Cooking School, which is Martha Stewart.
Martha, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. And Martha Bakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I find like a lot of the shows now are like, I don't know, like the hosts are just like really
over the top,
like like perky and like annoying, you know. But Martha is like super.
Yeah, you're like, can you calm down, please?
Like Martha is like, it's like a cooking school.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually teaching you how to cook, right?
Yeah, like some of them, like there's this one where like with Valerie Bertinelli. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, yeah.
I forget what it's called. Like Valerie something.
I haven't seen her show, but I know her.
It's just like every episode, like her whole family comes over and they play like football outside, and she's like making. It's like Thanksgiving every episode.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And yeah, I just like Martha's low key kind of.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we don't need like. Like I still have an attention span, right? I don't need like the perky, like crazy people to keep me, keep me into the show.
Exactly. It feels like they're like insulting our attention spans. You know
what it is
by just like constantly like looking at the camera, smiling, and like you know,
It's over the top.
Over the top. Yeah.
Reality TV is like that, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Then for cooking competitions. Chopped, I guess, and I've watched MasterChef.
That's a good one, yeah.
I like MasterChef Australia.
I haven't seen that one. No.
I think it's the best one because like the other ones, like it seems like the editing is like cut super quickly.
Okay.
You know? And it's like the whole episode is like a montage.
Okay.
You know? I just like again, it's like insulting the viewer's attention span.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like, show me more. Don't, like, chop and, like...
Yeah, and they're, like, just, like, cutting. Like, they'll just like show what one person's doing,
Yeah.
and then like automatically cut to what another person's doing, and like you'd have no time to like see what's actually going on.
Yeah.
But, like I find MasterChef Australia is like edited in a way where it's like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I find that YouTube is like that too. Like,
Yeah.
all the big YouTubers are doing this really like choppy,
yeah,
like this choppy editing style, which is it's so weird to me. Like,
Yeah.
I understand like it's to decrease the dead air and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But it's like make it smoother. Like put a little work into it, right?
yeah, exactly, exactly. Like they think, like so many producers or I don't know, like content, like they think like the cut is like the answer.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a quick cut or whatever.
Quick cut straight to the next scene.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, I find it distracting. It's like
Yeah.
once you realize what they're doing, it's really distracting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a sitcom with a laugh track.
Yeah,
It's like once you like think about the laugh track, there's nothing else. You can't not notice it.
and I find like it honestly makes, once you like realize it, it makes it even harder to pay attention. You know, it's
Yeah.
like does the opposite of what like they think it's doing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Instead of keeping you engaged, it's like you have to pay attention to every like 2 seconds something changing. You know.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, these
and I
people.
find like a lot of the cooking shows, the cooking competitions are like that.
Yeah,
It's just like just all cut into like, you know.
yeah, that's true. Do you cook yourself at all, or?
I'll like occasionally,
Yeah,
like if I ever have like good ingredients or something, like I'll try to make them.
yeah. I
Try
do
not to
kind
let
of
them
similar
go to
thing.
waste.
Yeah.
Do you cook?
A little bit. I kind of. I like cooking and I like to try things.
Yeah.
So and I just I don't really have a whole lot of knowledge as far as cooking goes, but I kind of like to just try things and hope they work out and just
Yeah.
kind of like experiment, see how it tastes. You know?
Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially like watching all these cooking shows has definitely like made me more into it, and doing this podcast now too, because like
Yeah.
I have no food background at all. So
Okay. Yeah, me neither.
so like the more I talk about food, the more I actually end up cooking.
Yeah. I find like watching the cooking shows, like you almost like get like an instinctual idea of like what goes. Like I've watched like years of cooking shows.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I just kind of like I think like I know
yeah,
like what kind of goes with what. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, it's immersion, right? So like that's kind of the way. If I'm gonna learn French, I have to like just throw myself into it, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, I'm gonna start picking it up.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe it's kind of the same with cooking. Not that.
Like when I watch Chopped, I feel like I could just win every episode now. But like I don't know if I actually could, but like I think I could, you know?
Yeah. in the same line of thought, like not about cooking, but I went through like a period when I was binge watching, not Dragon's Den, but the other one, Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, yeah.
And I like
watch a lot of that too.
I've like just plowed through tons of episodes, and then
Yeah.
there was a certain point where I was like, I felt like I knew business.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Somebody comes in like, oh, I want $1 million for 10% of my company,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
where'd you get that valuation
Yeah.
from?
Yeah. Like you become one of the sharks.
Yeah, like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah. And I feel like some of the ideas in that show like are like okay.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's just like so many times it's just like the fact that they like believed in it and they didn't like psych themselves out.
Yeah, it's true.
That it like ended up working out, you know? They just like believed in it so hard.
Yeah.
Even if it's okay. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I think maybe if it's a halfway decent idea
Yeah.
and you just stick with it,
Yeah.
you're gonna get there eventually, right?
I think so.
At least you're gonna
Yeah.
make something happen.
The key is to just like you just can't, because like of course you're gonna like lose confidence in it at like sometimes,
Right.
You know, like with everything I've done, like you're like ready to quit so many times,
Oh, I know, man. I
but
know.
it's like you don't realize like just by like keeping going. I don't know if that's
yeah,
that makes
that
sense.
makes sense.
But like like that like solves most of your problems right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I've had that happen just in the course of starting and continuing this podcast. I've had times like that where I'm like, oh, nobody's listening. Why am I even doing this? And
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't really care if anybody's listening.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
I mean, people do listen. There are people that even talk to me and they're like, oh, I love this episode, whatever.
Exactly.
That just kind of keeps me going, you know. I'm just like, but I love doing it, and that's kind of the main thing.
Exactly. And like when I started with my Twitter account,
Yeah.
it had like I had zero fault. Like,
Yeah.
it took, I think it was like this summer, like in June or something, that I broke 100 followers.
Really?
Yeah.
And now you're pretty high now.
Now, like it's still like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like I like for like a year and a half, I was just like basically tweeting out to nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. At times it felt like a waste of time, and now it still feels like a waste of time. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that by the way too. Your Twitter's hilarious, man.
Thanks, dude.
Like I didn't like dive deep into it, but after I found you at the show and I looked you up, I just decided to search for you on Twitter, and I just was starting reading some of your recent tweets. I was like, dude, it's freaking hilarious.
Thanks, man. Yeah, like I just
real like observational stuff, just like
I got as I started to get like more followers, like I got like super addicted.
Yeah.
And which is like felt like a pretty bad thing. You know?
Yeah.
Cuz like as soon as I like take a break from it, like cuz when you're like addicted, you're like looking for anything that could be a tweet, you know?
Yeah.
And like if you step back, like an idea will jump out at you as a tweet.
Yeah.
As opposed to like you forcing it out.
Yeah.
But like even now, like when I'm like at home and I have nothing to do, because like it's like instant. There's like an instant reaction, you know.
Yeah.
Like you can tell within 10 minutes if it's good or bad.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's almost like impossible to like stay away from it. But
you're gonna keep checking it and like see if people are reacting and.
Yeah, well, you just want to keep thinking of ideas, see if they're good, and like often I'll just delete them if they're bad. But
yeah,
like there was a time where I would literally delete everything that didn't get a certain amount of likes in an hour.
Okay,
which is like horrible because I wasn't even considering whether or not I liked it.
Right.
Or
right.
I would just literally, if it didn't get like 30 likes in 1 hour, I would delete it.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Like. Good material for joke writing too, like that you can kind of like. I imagine like I don't do stand up, but I can imagine that probably you can flesh out some ideas.
Yeah, but I feel like with stand up, it's like you almost, since there's so much time in between trying it.
Yeah,
like you won't waste time, like let's say like if I write a stand-up idea in my phone,
yeah, like
I'll have like time to like think about whether or not it's actually good or if it's actually worth my time to try.
Right.
Whereas with Twitter, like I'll just like I think of it instantaneous and I'll just tweet it right away. But like, so that's why with stand-up, I feel like I have more time to consider whether or not I like it or not.
Right.
You know.
Right. That's definitely a better thing to do too.
Yeah,
that's a more healthy relationship.
Exactly, it's much healthier. Yeah,
yeah. Social media is a weird thing.
Yeah, super addictive.
And it starts like you just get addicted to other people's approval from people you don't know, right?
Exactly.
So, what's kind of like your process as far as like joke writing?
It's like I feel like it's like similar to like the Shark Tank thing and like the podcast. Like you just like I just started like almost forcing myself to come up with them. Yeah. And like they would be like super bad and everything, you know. But it's like if you like force yourself to do it, like you'll get to a point where it's like that forcing yourself will become valuable just in that like your brain is always working towards trying to figure one out. So it's like when an idea
right
like shows itself to you, you'll like pounce on it.
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I mean?
It's like working out. You're going to be ready for it already. You're like working your brain out.
Yeah, you're like basically working your brain out for when like an idea will like reveal itself to you.
That's awesome.
Know? That's what I feel like it is.
Okay.
Because I have no idea though. Yeah, so like
I've heard it described as like comedy being a weird thing where, like in music, you can sit at home, you can sit on your couch and write a song, and you know whether it's good or not right away, right? But like with comedy, you kind of have to write on stage a bit to the point that like you don't know if it's going to go over well until you actually do it in front of people. So you need other people. Yeah,
exactly.
It's a crazy thing, and I think that's one of the things that's scariest to me about it. It's like I said before, like I've thought about like actually because I've had a couple bits in my head that I've played around with, but I don't really have any material. I've never really like actually fleshed out any of these ideas that I had. But it really just the scariest thing about that to me is like trying out these ideas that I don't know are good yet.
Yeah.
On a stage. That's like stage fright is a scary thing, right?
Yeah. But I feel like the first time I went up, I almost memorized it, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is like,
I mean, you're gonna kind of have to do that in the beginning, right?
Yeah, but like performance wise, I guess it's like not great to like just have it. I still have it totally memorized.
Yeah,
but like I don't like, you know what I mean, like recite it. I guess.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like the key to like doing stand up the first time is like there are some like venues where like. And there are some like environments where like if it's your first time, like when I went up for my first time, it was like a few weeks before Just for Laughs. There was like a bunch of like pros on the show.
Okay.
And like the audience was packed, and I almost couldn't do badly. You know what I mean?
Right. People are there. They're primed. They're ready to laugh. Right.
Well, they were like ready, and like when they said it was my first time, like they were like ready to at least try to give me a laugh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that was helpful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think like I've gone to a few shows, but I never really like understood the value of a real comedy club over like, because some of the shows I'd been doing in the past, like when I was just kind of casually into comedy more when I was younger, were just like little theater shows, you know?
Yeah.
But like everybody there is already a fan, right? But comedy clubs are really cool because you just have comedy fans going there, you know. It's a little bit of a different vibe than a theater show.
Like, have you ever been to the Comedy Cellar in New York?
Yeah, I went there once a while back. Yeah,
I feel like a lot of comedy clubs have like. I feel like. Are you saying comedy clubs have the comedy fans going there?
Yeah, they're more. Well, like just like that theater shows are the people are there for that person, so they're going there to laugh at his jokes.
Okay,
right. Whereas like a comedy club is more of like a people who like comedy itself, and they're going to be more critical of whoever comes up.
But I kind of think like people go to comedy clubs like go there to laugh, and they kind of like have like a certain expectation of what like comedy is,
right?
And so like I find like maybe not theaters, but like shows in like spaces that are like, you know, show like underground spaces and that sort of thing,
like in a bar or something like that. You mean?
In a bar, or like there's some rooms that are just like for music shows, for comedy shows, but like they're not like they don't have it every night, you know.
Right.
But like people can come and sit down there, like rooms,
rooms,
like, spending like 20 minutes describing rooms. You know, just like I find like those can be the best ones because like at a comedy show, people a lot of times are like, they go there and they think they know what like comedy should be,
right?
And they're expecting the comedy they like,
right?
You know what I mean? Whereas like a lot of shows, like indie shows, I guess, like people are like ready to laugh, like ready to be not converted, but like
they want you to win them over. Is that what?
Yeah, exactly. They want you to win them over.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, theater shows are like a whole different.
It's a completely different dynamic. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm seeing Bert in Ottawa in January. I'm excited about that. But this is like his first theater tour. I'm a fan of his, but I've never actually seen him because he you know, like I actually kind of found out about him not long before I moved out of New York, so I kind of missed. Like he's done some stuff in New York since I moved, but I'm here now, you know. So but I'm looking forward to that. But it's you know, it's cool to see people go to the next level like that. Yeah. But as far as like venues in Montreal, what's your do you have any favorites that you like to do?
I would say like I don't know if you've ever been to the Art Loft.
No, I haven't.
It's on Friday nights at the corner of Saint Laurent and Rachel.
Okay, I know what that is. Yeah,
and it's like what I said. It's one comedy show a night.
Okay,
I mean one comedy show a week.
Right,
that happens there. Yeah, Friday nights at 10:30, and the audience is usually pretty good there, and like I like the Comedy Nest.
Yeah.
Too. Have you been there?
I haven't gone to a show there yet.
Yeah, the Comedy Nest can be pretty good too.
Up there by the Forum in the mall there.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of the place. It looks like a pretty cool space.
Yeah, it's definitely like very, like if it's like packed in there, it's like super.
Yeah, and that's like one of the only
dynamic.
I mean, as far as I can tell, that's one of the only like actually comedy dedicated clubs in the city, right?
Yeah. Well, like. This March 2018, there was Comedy Works.
Right.
But it burnt. It like kind of got burnt down.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah, or something happened to it. Yeah.
Something
happened.
Yeah. we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was kind of like they're doing temporary shows in McLean's now.
Yeah.
Like on Saturdays, right? Yeah.
But like. That was a super good like room, like the old Comedy Works. Were you ever there?
No, I didn't even. So I'm just kind of now getting acquainted with the like the Montreal comedy scene.
Okay. Did you go to comedy shows in New York when you were there? Yeah,
there's like small rooms everywhere, all over New York.
Bar shows and stuff.
Yeah, there's like a few small things, but. I had like a real small theater in the town that I grew up in because I grew up just outside the city.
Okay.
And there would be like some weird big acts there that would come through, but it was like a tiny theater.
Yeah.
Like Brian Regan came through.
Okay.
Like Louis Black came through one time, and like it was just like these weird shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like I'm kind of looking through the. Trying to get used to the comedy scene up here. It's pretty good. Like I like the. I mean, you guys have the Just for Laughs here. It brings so much talent in, but there's already so much. I find so much talent in Montreal already. You know, like not just you, but like a couple of, I don't remember all their names. A couple of the other ones at that same show that I saw you at. What's the one guy's name? Wasim.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
He's incredible. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get to some more shows, in the future. Try to like get out there a little bit more.
Yeah.
Try to meet some comedians, have some more people on in the future too.
Yeah.
What time you got to get out of here? We're at about 45 minutes right now. So
45. How long are your episodes usually?
Anywhere from Usually like right around an hour.
Okay.
Give or take.
I have nowhere to.
And then sometimes I'll have like 2 or 3 friends come over and we'll just sit for like I had one episode that was like 2.5 hours. Like, it was just like, just hanging out, have a couple of drinks, like just chilling, you know. Sure. So that's
Joe Rogan does that and gets like
that's it. Like he gets the money.
20 million views. Yeah.
I was just listening to his podcast yesterday with Anthony Cumia from Opie and Anthony.
Okay.
Which he was like, Opie and Anthony is like one of the original, like one of those radio shows, you know, like the Howard Stern type, but like Opie and Anthony were in the afternoon. And Rogan was just saying like, without Anthony Cumia's show, like at one point he had something called Live from the Compound. So he would just do a show like in front of a green screen pretty much in his basement.
Okay.
And Joe was just like, if it wasn't for you doing that show, I wouldn't be here doing this right now. And now Joe is like the guy. It's so crazy like how stuff like that can happen, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody's got a podcast now. It's so easy to do it. But yeah, I think between Joe Rogan's podcast and then Bert Kreischer's, those are my like my main inspirations for starting mine. Food's a fun thing to talk about, though. We can talk about food for hours. You know, like there's no shortage of.
No, exactly. That's why that's why it's a great focus.
Yeah.
For like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah. So as far as like, so I asked you your favorite food. This is a fun game to play. Death row meals, fast food only.
Okay, dude, that is awesome. This is great.
So just started off. Mine is I don't know if you've ever been to Shake Shack in New York City.
No, but I've definitely seen it in videos.
That's that place is my favorite. So double smoke fantastic. Shack from Shake Shack with cheese fries with the crinkle cheese fries. That's
looks amazing.
As far as like fast food death row meals, that's got to be mine.
Have you had Five Guys here?
Oh
or
yeah,
like they have it in the States also.
Yeah.
Is it any? I've only had Five Guys.
Five Guys is really good.
Okay.
I like Shake Shack just for the buns are really good. The buns are they're potato rolls.
I love potato rolls.
They're the best.
Yeah,
the best.
Yeah. Any potato bread is usually really good.
It's like always. It's sweeter. It's
It's like it's the perfect hamburger.
That's
I could see it. I've never had it in a hamburger, but I could see how it's like the perfect texture and everything for a hamburger.
Yeah. And they do that. I guess they kind of do it at Five Guys, because Five Guys has like really thin patties, right? Usually they're pretty.
Yeah.
They do like 2 thin patties,
Stack
right?
them, yeah.
Shake Shack kind of does that too, because it's like a super hot grill.
Yeah.
They throw like a ball of meat and just smash it, and so it gets like nice and crisp on the outside.
Yeah.
Cooks super
they
fast.
They get the
yeah.
More of that caramelization.
That's it. You got it. And they do these. So my go-to sandwich there is the double smoke shack. So it's a double burger with bacon, and it has these like super spicy like what are they called? They're like little red like cherry peppers or something like that.
Like banana peppers.
Spicier. They're like
chilies.
They're pickled.
Yeah.
They're pickled, little pickled red peppers. I can't remember exactly, but they cut them up real fine and put them on top.
Okay.
I'm not a big peppers guy. I like spicy stuff though.
Yeah, me too.
And oh man, that sandwich. I miss that. I gotta go back to New York soon.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I love spice too.
That's a good spot.
I think I would do like were you talking like you make a whole meal, you get like a few items?
Yeah. If you want to like piece together your own meal,
okay.
There. Yeah.
Okay. Because I wasn't like I wasn't like thinking like one restaurant.
Yeah.
I was thinking like.
Yeah. Do your death row meal. I like it.
First, I think I don't know if you've ever been. For sure, you've been to Popeyes.
Yeah.
I was there in Toronto, and like they have like a deal every day of the week, and like Mondays was chicken tenders.
Okay.
I think their chicken tenders are like super
Yeah.
Super good.
Oh yeah. And breading's pretty thick there. It's really good.
Yeah, but I like that
crispy.
it's not like floury.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like KFC is like
Yeah,
it, like,
definitely
falls
drier
off.
and yeah.
It falls off and like you can like it mixes with the grease and stuff and it's
Yeah.
but like Popeyes is like because I usually don't like a thick batter, but like Popeyes is like it's perfect.
It's crunchy.
It's crunchy, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
It's crunchy, but it's like it's almost like granola on the outside or something.
Yeah.
Like, not actually, but
It's
Rice
tough
Krispies. It feels like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know?
No. Yeah. That's a decent comparison. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it's tough to fry like a breaded chicken at home without
It
getting
is.
oil under the breading. You know.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes, and you get this weird pocket of like.
Yeah.
You gotta be really careful with
Yeah.
that.
No, deep frying at home is like it's not.
It's
like,
risky, you know. You're
Like
gonna...
these restaurants, like they have it down to like a science.
That's
you know,
it. Yeah.
deep frying.
It's true.
Like I see videos like make your own chicken nuggets at home.
Yeah.
Like McNuggets, but it's like you can't do it because like I saw a video of how they make McNuggets.
Yeah, they have like a mold for the shapes, right?
Dude, they have like a mold for the shapes. Then they put like one, like a millimeter thick coating, you know, and then
Yeah.
they add some like crunch, and then like another like super thin coating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it seems like it's just one thin coating on there, but there's like 3 layers to that.
Multi-layer coatings.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do that at home. And there's
I
like
don't have that kind of time.
yeah, there's like YouTube videos with like 20 million views saying like make your own McNuggets at home,
Oh my gosh.
and you'll never get it. Yeah, like there's a reason they can charge like. When I was in New York, actually, I got 50 McNuggets for $10.
They're so cheap in New York, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if they still have that. This was 2015.
I love nuggets, and I
Yeah.
don't buy them here because they're too
They're
expensive.
insanely expensive here, dude.
It's like $3-4
Six?
for a 6-piece or something
I
like
don't
that.
know. Like one time I checked and it was like $6.
It was like
They're like
a dollar
each.
piece. Why?
Yeah, because but like they can get away with it because like people like love them.
Yeah, yeah,
You know. But I guess in New York there's just too many other options.
yeah.
But like here they can easily get away with it.
I remember one time there was a Burger King that was running a deal. Granted, it's Burger King. It's not as good as the McDonald's nuggets, right?
$1.99 for 10 nuggets. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Actually, no. In Queens, in New York City,
Okay.
it was $1.50
For 10
for
nuggets?
10.
They had $1.99 here for 10 nuggets.
That's awesome.
And actually, this other super funny comedian, Jacob Greco, was in the commercial.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a Montreal comedian.
That's cool.
Advertising for the $1.99 nuggets. But they're no McDonald's nuggets.
it's not the same.
It's not the
You
same.
don't get
Yeah.
that crunch, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
They're
I don't think they have the multi-layer going on.
yeah, no, they don't. They don't have it, man. They got one layer, and they foamed it in.
Yeah, I took one bite, I spat it out, and I was like, "This is one layer. This is only one layer."
It's legit like it's breadcrumbs. I feel
Yeah.
like for them, but like McDonald's it's like crispy.
McDonald's
and it's
is
crunchy.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
perfect.
It's hard to beat those.
Yeah, and like the fries too. I read like that they order this super hard to grow potato that's like long
Yeah.
for their fries.
Yeah,
And apparently it requires like a bunch of pesticides to grow it. But
perfect.
but they like it because it gives like nice thin long fries.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why their fries are so good. You know?
On the other hand, though, I did find Burger King's poutine to be pretty good.
Burger King's poutine?
Yeah,
I think
it's
I
better
had like
than-
a few bites of it one time.
Yeah, it's better than I expected it to be.
Dude, have you ever tried McDonald's buffalo chicken poutine?
Oh yeah, that's so good.
Dude, that's
a meal in itself. You don't need anything else.
Dude, that is incredible. Yeah.
What a combo.
Yeah.
What a combo.
Yeah, that is an amazing.
So what's the rest of your death row meal?
Okay.
Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, no.
We went on a thing.
No, but it's a good thing because I remembered the buffalo poutine.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I definitely need a few of those in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Popeyes chicken tenders. Wendy's has good chicken, I find. But I already have 2 chicken items. So.
The overload on chicken.
Yeah, I don't know. The overload.
It's hard to find a Wendy's here.
Yeah.
There's not that many.
There's like 2. They're like in like the suburbs there's some, but like,
Yeah.
Like in the city there's like 2.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
I hadn't been to a Wendy's in like probably like a year.
Yeah.
And then I was just in Ontario, in Hamilton.
Yeah.
In October, and on the way there, I passed the Wendy's. I was like, I'm stopping. I'm getting a Frosty right now.
Yeah.
I have to get a Frosty.
Yeah. Yeah, Wendy's is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. One of the better quality ones, fast food wise, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? They're not frozen. That's the kind of...
Yeah.
It's fresh, never frozen. Is that the tagline, I think?
Yeah, maybe. I think so.
It's something like that.
Wendy's also has like a famously... An infamous Twitter.
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, like I've read like...
Savage.
Like they have gotten like hundreds of $1 million worth of like marketing from their Twitter, yeah.
From a free tweet, right?
Just from like the team that runs it, you know?
Yeah.
Or like it has to be a team, yeah, right?
It's definitely not one guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not Wendy doing it.
Dave Thomas back from the grave.
Yeah. Yeah. So the meal, I'd probably get like a burger in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried Hiro burgers in Montreal?
No.
I think it's a chain, but it's one of the best burgers I've had.
Oh yeah?
I got an Uber Eats this one time.
Yeah.
When I was downtown, the guy dropped it off. I was like, I was not expecting the burger to be like that. It was kind of expensive.
Okay.
So it should have been good, right?
Yeah.
I should have expected it to be better. But it's really good.
Like,
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. But it was like a legit one though too. It wasn't like, it didn't seem like a fast food burger. It seemed like I went to a restaurant almost.
Yeah.
Like gourmet burger
kind
of thing.
I've tried. Yeah, the only burgers I usually get are like McDoubles.
At that price point, it's hard to beat, right?
Because like I feel like a Big Mac is like a McDouble with another piece of bread.
It is. Yeah.
And
my wife used to work at McDonald's when she was younger.
Yeah.
And she said like that's what it is. Like you put lettuce on it and like an extra slice of bread in the middle.
Yeah.
Like when you order a McDouble, you can ask them
for a Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, or just what's the word? Like furnish it like a Big Mac.
Okay.
And then they do everything else the same. It's just like or wait, maybe that's with
a quarter pounder.
Maybe with the quarter pounder because the quarter pounder is the thicker patties, right?
Yeah.
But the Big Mac has like the really thin, like the McDouble patties. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so you can get a double quarter pounder and then ask them to furnish it like a Big Mac, and then it's like a crazy Big Mac.
Yeah, I know, dude. I've had the quarter pounder, and it comes to like $5 for just the sandwich.
Yeah.
And it just seems so not worth it when a McDouble it comes to like $2 and like 30 cents. You know,
I just get two McDoubles.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Or I'll do a McDouble and a junior chicken and put them all together.
Yeah.
One sandwich.
Yeah. Classic.
That's it. Yeah, that's a classic, and it's cheap.
Yeah.
Tea or coffee? Shut it down.
I don't really drink coffee, but I like super sweet.
Like a Starbucks thing,
I've never like actually had a Starbucks thing, but I don't know if you've ever had like the iced cappuccino.
Yeah.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Like if the coffee tastes like that, I like it. if it
so you like milkshakes?
Yeah, yeah. I find like if a drink like that, tastes like how coffee smells.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's I like that.
Because like coffee smells really good, but then you taste it's like bitter and whatever. But like if you add like pounds of sugar to it, it becomes
it's true.
It becomes
so it's what you expect when you go into
like
it tastes just as delicious as it smells.
Like a coffee crisp like smells like coffee.
Yeah.
And tastes like it smells.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I would shut down tea if I can have the coffee like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That answers my next question, which was going to be black or cream and sugar. And you're gonna take cream and sugar all day. Yeah.
You?
I like black coffee actually, but
Okay.
I don't really drink that much regular coffee.
Yeah, me neither.
I drink espresso more.
Okay.
Because I like the bitterness, but I find like regular coffee makes me jittery. Like I get anxious.
Okay.
So, but like little espresso, like that little machine there, the Nespresso, those are kind of fun little pods, just like instant espresso is kind of it's okay. That machine that comes out frothy too, so it's kind of like almost like a gives like a nice little head on there.
Yeah.
So I had some if I can find it, I had some written down. I've used these ones in the past. I'm just gonna run through them because we only did like 2 before.
Yeah, sure.
Dogs or burgers?
I would shut down hot dogs.
Shut down hot dogs. Okay. Yeah. I think I'd do the same. I'll never say no to a good burger.
Because I feel like a hot dog, dude, like when it gets down to it, like the meat quality, like it can get to you. You know what I mean? To put it, yeah. But I feel like with a burger,
after 5 or 6,
yeah, exactly. After 5 or 6, it gets to you.
It just gets to you.
Yeah, like the nitrates and all that.
Yeah.
Like just the overall saltiness.
Yeah, the preservatives and the
exactly.
The nasty parts of the pigs.
Yeah, just like what they had to do to it gets to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have a hot dog.
Yeah, they're delicious. It's hard not to especially like New York City. You walk around, there's hot dog carts everywhere on the street, and they're like $1 or $2, right?
Yeah.
So, again, cheap eats in New York City.
Exactly. Yeah.
More cheap eats. Fries or poutine? Like plain fries or with the cheese and gravy? What's
probably with the cheese and gravy.
You go with,
but
okay.
I've never had it. But have you ever had the chain New York fries?
The chain?
Like there's a chain restaurant called New York Fries.
Is there really? I guess that answers your question. Then I haven't had it.
No, but I would have poutine.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think their number one thing is like a poutine there themselves.
Okay.
I don't know if it's only Canadian, but because there's also a place called Boston Pizza.
That's true, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boston has really good Italian food. There's some really good Italian restaurants, I think, in the North End. But, but if we're going pizza, I'm going to New York all day for sure.
Yeah. Have you ever had the Napolitano style pizza?
I know what that is. What is it?
It's like tomato sauce. It's usually like a margarita.
Yeah, yeah. With there's like a whole slice of like a fresh tomato on top, kind of thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but it's just like a strictly it's just like a strict style of pizza, and there's like a few places here that do it.
Okay.
But I like a big New York style, like just one slice from the.
That's it.
Like thin,
Yeah.
I feel like that is the best pizza in the world.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, there's definitely different styles of pizza that have their own merits. Like even Chicago has the deep dish, right?
Yeah,
but that's
super good.
That's like a casserole, though. That's not even a pizza. It's like does it even count as a pizza? I don't know, but I like the thin crust. That's my thing. The New York thin crust is my favorite.
Exactly.
And by the way, never order the thin crust from Domino's because it's like a cracker.
Dude, I've made that mistake.
So I was like, oh, thin crust, great, awesome.
Dude, it's like those soup crackers.
It's not it's not what I wanted.
No.
I was like, okay, great, thin crust, Brooklyn pepperoni. This is gonna be a great New York. No,
yeah, it's literally like
it's a disappointment.
Yeastless, dough.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. It's a disappointment.
It's horrible.
I'm not a fan. So we have kind of a running theme in the show that we... Actually, I'm just going to ask you the question, then I'll tell you about it. Mashed potatoes or mashed cauliflower?
I've never actually had mashed cauliflower.
Good,
so
good. We're just gonna move on then.
Yeah.
So the theme is that we hate cauliflower because
Okay.
it's kind of a flavorless vegetable that people really use to substitute for other things all the time.
Flour and stuff.
And it's just like I understand what you're trying to do, but don't tell me that this is mashed potatoes if it's cauliflower, because I'm gonna open the pot that it's in. It's gonna smell like socks. It's just gonna be like soupy and watery, and it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's horrific.
No, cauliflower, like, I don't mind like roasted cauliflower.
Yeah, like I mean, like a cauliflower itself, like raw, like maybe like dip it in a dip or like just boil a piece of cauliflower, but don't.
Yeah, but if you try it, like there's cauliflower crust pizzas and stuff.
Don't tell me that it's something that it's not.
Yeah, no, I kind of hate that too. Yeah,
I just feel like I'm being cheated.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like it's just extra work for like nothing in the end.
Yeah,
it's extra. Maybe not extra work, but it's just like it's bad for no reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
Bad for no reason.
Yeah.
It's really yeah. It's not great. What kind of music do you listen to? I know that's kind of a out of the blue question, but I have a couple music based ones.
Music probably like all sorts.
All sorts, yeah.
I just kind of like individual songs mostly, but I like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
And,
I'm a big fan of that. The Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra sound.
Martin.
Yeah. The old music.
I like Elvis. Elvis and
good choice.
I like the Beatles.
Yeah, actually, and in the same
Rolling Stones.
As you just say that, I was just about to ask you, Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Probably I'd have to say Beatles.
Yeah,
but what would you?
You
say?
Shut down the Beatles?
No, I would have to shut down.
Rolling Stones.
But
I think I did the reverse.
I think shut down the Beatles.
I think somebody asked me this on the episode I'm about to post today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just edited it yesterday, but
you shut down the Beatles.
I think I shut down the Beatles. I feel like in some ways they're almost like a boy band, but they're really good because there's a lot of stuff that we have nowadays that we wouldn't have without them, right?
Yeah.
Like they had to kind of pave the way. But I like the Rolling Stones the style a little bit better.
I feel like the Beatles were like a boy band that didn't get like pushed into a corner by their fans.
Yeah.
Because like now,
exactly.
every boy band or whatever, or even every band in general, is just like they do something that's popular. Like the Beatles were popular from like the beginning,
right?
Or not, or like from the beginning of them being in America, at least, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And like so many times, like a band will just like continue that style or whatever, just because like it's working, you know. But like the Beatles, I feel like that's very rare to because like for some of their albums, like when they were released, they were like, you know, what is this? Like a lot of their fans were like totally like, you know, this is not like the Beatles.
Yeah, like they were.
This is not the reason we loved the Beatles.
Yeah,
you know. But then like
growing as artists and
exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel like in a lot of bands, like, or like especially boy bands, like you can't like there's no room to grow as an artist because you're just like producing a product, you know.
Yeah. Right.
But like, the Beatles didn't let that happen.
Yeah. You know, there's something to be said. I'm assuming they probably wrote most of their own music, right? I would think, but so I don't think there was as many like what do they call them, ghostwriters back in the day, as there are now. Like a lot of the like the pop stars, like obviously don't write their own stuff. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. This was really fun.
Me, man.
I enjoyed this. Do you have any like shows coming up that you want to promote? You want to have any dates or anything?
Shows coming up.
This is probably going to be released in 1 week, so next Wednesday.
Okay, so I have like at the Comedy Nest the first week of January.
Okay.
I'm going to be like on the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday shows.
Oh, really? That's cool.
As like every year they like pick a few people to like, they pick 5 people to like do like one weekend of shows.
Okay.
And then there's also like an actual headliner who comes in.
Right.
Brian Scalaro. He's
Okay.
going to be like the headliner.
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I have coming up. And then I'm going to go to Toronto.
Nice.
For a few weeks in January.
Cool.
But
awesome.
I don't have that much set up there. So
cool.
Yeah.
Try to pop into some spots.
Yeah, pretty much. Try to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said before, I've seen like the Comedy Nest post stuff all the time, and every once in a while I see your picture pop up with the Comedy Nest thing. So
yeah,
if anybody's looking for you, they want to see your show, they can definitely check out Comedy Nest or find you there the first weekend of January.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming out here. This was really fun. If ever you want to come on again, if you have like a date you want to promote or anything like that, just
sure, dude.
Yeah,
thanks.
Let me know.
Thanks so much, dude.
Cool, man. Thanks.